Welcome everybody. Gavin Richard presents. I want to give a shout out. Y'all know why I'm here now, I guess, if you've watched my videos. This is August 29th, 2010. I'd like to give a shout out, first of all, to WBOK 1230 AM in New Orleans, that all the people that work there, from Mama D to Paul Bouye to John Slade, that had me on their show. I talked to them about the book. Also, WYLD 98.5, Hal Clark and Jay Nichols for having me on, and talked about the book. Also, Barnes & Nobles and Community Book Center, much love for having my venue there. To Vero Washington, Aaron over at Barnes & Noble, and all the people that bought the book, especially. Thank you, my church family, everybody that's been supportive, all the people that have left comments. It's not over with yet. This has been at Southern University. I'm about to forget my alma mater. I did a book signing there, and I'd like to thank people that did show up, and one love to the digest and to everybody that was there. But I got to say something. Today, President Obama went to New Orleans, and I just want to make this thing quick before I read what I have today. And let me say this to Mr. President Obama. I would ask you, Mr. President, that you please stay and keep your foot on the recovery efforts in New Orleans, because there's a lot of corruption going on in this city, that it is not coming to those that truly deserve it. There were areas of Uptown and areas like Jefferson Parish and those parts, while they were damaged by Katrina, but particularly the areas that don't get the money are the black, the black neighborhoods like the Lower Ninth Ward, New Orleans East, and those Venetian Isles, those areas, and Pontchartrain Park and Kenilworth. Those areas, Mr. President, have been forgotten. Now, Hurricane Katrina and the ensuing aftermath after that happened in 2005. You were only beginning your first year as a senator in Illinois. I hold nothing against you for what happened with Katrina. This was not your administration, nor do I hold it against your administration. But there has been a change of changing of the venue. And now, as much as George Bush screwed up New Orleans, this is now under your watch, as was Iraq, the war in Iraq and the wars in Afghanistan, and the bailing out of the Wall Street bankers. I ask you, Mr. President, that you would please stay on this and not just make this a photo op as what happened in the BP oil spill. I ask that you please stay there with us, that you continue to monitor, that we can try to stop the corruption that goes on in this city. I know it's not that you're a busy man. You deal with 49 other states, and you also deal with foreign policy. But I ask you now, Mr. President, that instead of cleaning up other people's backyard, that we should clean our own. Don't you think it's time? Thank you. Now that I'm finished with that, this is the book again, Katrina, Eyes Have Not Seen, Ears Have Not Heard. I like to do something different and share with y'all a poem I did. And I want you to check it out. This was written back when I was starting out the book. And I broke down a little something. I gotta read from it. I can't remember everything. But I do remember writing this in particular part. It's called The Life of the So-Called Refugee. On August 29th was the day that my life changed. My whole life scattered and world rearranged. Things I love will never be the same. Now I realize the true ways of the game. Because of Katrina, my city has negative fame. The looters, the crooked cops, the refugees that hop from city to city, bottom to the top. And then the next day, we thought we were okay. And then they blew the damn levee away. The blacks and the poor all left alone as the flood waters rushed into their homes. Now Blanco's telling the National Guards to pull the trigger. Bush not concerned because to him we all niggas. Nayin cusses out the bastard on the phone line. Days later we see him hugging Bush's behind. None of the leaders got no plans in mind. Does anybody see what is going on? The lack of concern. That's just wrong. I didn't put this poem down for a crossover appeal, but just to let you all know, let you know how I feel. So open your eyes and you'll see the life of the so-called refugee. Now don't you think for a second that this is all about gloom, because there's hope, my black people, that still looms. If we unite and stay right ahead of the plight, we can rise above the gentrification fight. The government knows what's going on and put their hands behind their backs, and they sit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really sick of this shit. How long are we going to stand for it? How long are we going to pretend that all the broken promises and fake stories, they don't heal the heartache, they don't mend? FEMA, the ULI, Halliburton want the lower nine, New Orleans East, and all of that. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of people are standing for that crap. So when you look at me, America, white America, tell me what it is you see. Don't even answer, because now you know, because you heard it through the eyes of the so-called refugee. Thank y'all once again. Katrina, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. We have a long battle ahead. I'd also like to thank, I didn't take the chance to, Zen Garcia gave me an interview today. His YouTube channel is Endeavor of Freedom. Check out some of his stuff. I was on there for a good hour. We talked and got out the points. I don't know if anyone listened. Thank you. But the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, keep raising these questions, because it tells a lot about us and our country and the direction that we are going. And I do not believe, and I am very suspicious about the direction that it is going, because if what our actions are true, from what the actions are that we are seeing, it seems like we're headed south instead of north. And hopefully somebody that wants to do the right thing will be able to change that. But on August 29, 2005, and today is the 5th year anniversary, just remember this. The levees weren't the only thing that broke down. Humanity broke down as well. Thank you.